By the end of this video, you would learn what cryptocurrencies are doing, whether you should buy it, and if you do buy it, how you should manage the trade. Good afternoon, my name is Anil, and I'm going to show you the method I use. It's called wave analysis, a new way of looking at patterns and how we trade it. How you can use that to enhance your trading and your investing in cryptocurrencies. So let's start. We'll start with Bitcoin. Bitcoin, as you can see, I have the yearly chart here. I think this is about all you have in Bitcoin. I can put it in the weekly, you'll see this. So let's start with where Bitcoin was from the bottom here and where it went to the top here. We are pretty much on the lower half of that price range. What that means? That means we can either stay here for a very long time, go lower, or go up, right? There are three things you can do. You can stay here, you can go lower, or you can go up. At any given time, if you look at the chart, that's what you're going to see. We go down, we go up, we go sideways, we go up. We came down, this was a sideways, I'll show you that just now, and a drop. So let's look at the chart in the daily. It was at the top, it dropped, went sideways, drop, this is a smaller sideways, drop, this is a sideways, drop. You notice every time they drop from a sideways, we broke the low. We haven't broken the lows yet. So logically, you're thinking, well, if that is what they do every time they made a sideways move, the chances are we'll have to break this low before we go back up. Right? That's the most logical conclusion you can come to. So let's go into the 4 hour. And in the 4 hour, the patterns we're looking at are these. See, this one didn't actually start the up move. It's not an impulsive move up. It actually went up like this. Dropped, but didn't break the low. That's very critical. A sharp move up, and we are going sideways. Remember, I said they can do just a few things. Up, down, sideways. This sideways move should drop and break the low again. At this point, we'll start to look for buy setups. So you may say, why wait so long to do buy setups? Well, that is if you're a long-term investor. What if you're just a spot trader who trades crypto on a daily basis? Well, you buy these. We actually bought this. So you buy these sideways move that should go up, up, pull back, up. And if you're in this move now, by the time it gets to there, you take profit. Or you move your stops, which means we're expecting this to drop. You don't have to close the trade. Can it go higher than that? Yeah, they can probably do this and then drop, making it an expanding flat. So what we look at is we look at patterns that are created and how these patterns behave. And you can literally see all of them. I'm putting them in, the very big ones. There are many more that you can look at on the lower time frame, but you can see these patterns here, right? They drop, they kind of make that sideways, drop again, make another one, drop again, make another one, drop again, and that happens. When we start to go up, we're going to get exactly the same thing. But you notice the first move to the downside start with a serious drop, which we don't have here. So what we're going to expect here is that this consolidation or sideways move is going to drop. And buying at this point, not exactly at the point where it drops, when it goes back up and make that sideways, that's when you start buying. So when this drop here and made this sideways here, we bought this one. That one actually went really good. You would have closed that trade somewhere here. It came down back. This we bought in here, but we closed it because it wasn't going anywhere. This went up, make another flat. You bought here, go up. You can either close the trade or put it at break even, which means you put an entry order to sell at this point. If it drops low, you're out of the trade. If it goes up to where we think it's going to go, you're in a trade. So literally what we are doing is we are looking at the chart and the behavioral pattern of the chart. And we're saying, this is a good point to buy, and this is how you're going to manage it. So you may say, well, this looks pretty simple when you do it, and that's true. That is because I'm already prepared the chart for you to see where the patterns actually are. If you're doing it on your own, maybe without the knowledge of wave analysis and how we identify these patterns, it's going to be difficult for you. So I'm going to go through a few more of these currencies. I will show you some of them we are in. Take this one, for example. We have trades in this already. And depending on where you bought it, personally, I bought some here. So I'm expecting this to go at least to this level. To about this level here. And then drop. So when it gets to somewhere here, I'll just put this, an entry order to sell, and I'll move that entry order up with this. So if and when it drops, which I think it will do, we'll start buying back from the bottom. Up, correction, we buy. So there will be a specific pattern that we will see that is telling us, okay, now you can buy. Here's the good thing about this. When you buy it and it doesn't go, since we are buying as long-term investment and we were not just buying these little pieces, we wanted to go all the way back to this top. We wanted to go and break that top. But I know that this, you see we broke the low here, this could either start going out or it could just go back a little more and drop again. Now, like I just showed you, I expect it to drop again on the lower time frame. That means we'll be out of the trade and we will use the same capital to buy lower for a cheaper price. We have done that many times already. I've done that a few times on this one, and my traders have done it a few times. So starting from when you break the low, see we broke this low, this was a buy, went up, exit, drop. The next buy is when you break this low. So when we broke this low, we bought here, but that you close because it stays there for so long, you close the trade. The next buy was, we broke this low, we made this flat, you buy here. It goes up, you put the break even, you're out of the trade. Right now in this one, I already bought, but that's on a much, much lower time frame. So the buying in this is just above this stop here. Now I can put an order to sell it here. And if this drops, which I think it will do, when it drops, if it drops, I'll be out of the trade and I'll be looking to buy back here. But what if this actually breaks out? Remember, we broke the low. See, we broke this low. What if that is to go higher? Good for me. I'll still be in the trade. Now, there's a very good chance that this could work its way up like this into flat here, drop one more, and then go back up. But by then, I would already be in profit. We will already move over and your entry orders to the sell order, which is you're in the buy and you're putting sell orders. So if it dropped, it takes you out, it come back here, you look for buy setups. That is pretty simple, right? That looks very simple. What you're looking at is the bigger picture. So look at the bigger picture of this one. Let's go into weekly. So you can understand why buying cryptos now, but not just randomly buying cryptos and holding it. Using a method that we're using to say, okay, you can enter here, and if it doesn't go, you exit here. You use the same money to buy much more at a cheaper price, and you repeat that process until you get the big move, which means until they move away from where your order is and just keep going up. So you will move that sell order up and up. Now, there's a very good chance this is going to break this low. So although we're in that trade, I know it's going to drop. Just put in an order and said, okay, well, if it drops now, I'm out of the trade. So I'm looking at it this way. This came from the bottom, from wherever it started. You made a very sharp move down. You made a very corrective structure. This is what we call a corrective structure. And then you will go back down to retest that low, break this low, after which we'll start this move up. This will be the corrective structure in the middle. This is a common pattern that we see in all the charts. So all the cryptos might go lower, right? Might, not necessarily, but very likely going to go lower. So I think this is going to drop lower. I think we'll probably see this maybe go a little higher, but then it's going to drop. And once it drop and break the low, remember what I said, they're likely going to break this low. Right? It's very likely that they're going to break that low. So it's going to drop, maybe pull back a little, drop, and then this buy. If it starts to go back up here, we'll buy again. If it starts to go back up here, we'll buy again, because it's not a necessity that they break the low, but that gives you a simple pattern. It can go up without breaking the low. So every buy setups we get, every time they make a new low, we're going to look for the buy opportunity. And if you don't have the buy opportunity, don't jump into it. And since you're investing in crypto, which means you're buying without leverage, you don't have to worry if it accidentally drop a little lower, because you can get out of that trade when on the pullback and then wait for it to drop again and buy. So if you like this method, if you understand what I'm doing, even if you don't understand what I do, but you get a glimpse of what we're doing, you probably could go look at more of my videos on YouTube, which will explain in more details what wave analysis is. Or if you would like to learn how to do this, if you would like to become an independent trader who knows how to do this, understand the method, and like to do it, then join us. We have a live training course starting somewhere at the mid of November. Most likely we're going to be starting on the 14th of November. You can join us. For details on how to join us, send me a Skype message. I don't have a website, so send me a Skype message. We only do this twice a year, so this is your last opportunity for this year, and maybe till mid next year you have another opportunity to join me to understand how this method works, to learn it, and to practice it. So I'll go in a few seconds. Let me just give you my Skype. It's Mangal 457. Send me a Skype message, and I will give you all the details of how you can join. So the question you're going to ask now is, well, is that all we get when we join? No, I'll give you in very quick details what you get when you join us. So you're paying one fee, just one single fee, for the 6 weeks training course. What is the training course about? We're going to give you all the theory. We're going to do Q&A, a week of Q&A. Then we're going to give you practice session, a week or two practice session with me, which is you got to show me how it's done. I correct what you're doing wrong, and then we go from there. And then after that, you get into our trading room where you have lifetime access. Let me repeat that. You have lifetime access for free to trade with us every single day, 3 to 5 times a day. 3 to 5 times a day, you get to trade with us live, which means trade that we take in the morning, we're going to follow it up. And we tell you when we're closing the trade, what we're, you're going to be in the room, so you will see when it's closed, how we close it, what we do. You would know all these methods. You'll be learned all of this in the trading room. So while you get a training, you will learn all the strategies and all the methods and everything about trading. Any question you have about trading will be answered. So join us. You have a week to make your decision on that. Join us. If you can't afford to join the full training course, you can join us as an installment payer. There are a lot of installment payers who started paying their installment last year. They're already in the course as full-time traders, making money. So how that works, you pay on a monthly basis, whatever sum you can afford to pay. Some traders pay the whole course in four installments. Some traders pay it in 5 installments. Some traders pay one small installment and then just pay out the entire course the next month. One trader started with $100. That was his initial start. He paid 1 month $100. The next month he paid $100. And the third month he just paid out the entire fee because he realized he wants everything. He doesn't just want to wait for a year to get into the live trading course. He wanted it immediately. So he got the trading course. He's trading with us and he's full-time in the group, getting access to every single thing we do in the group, including all the charts that are posted, all the live webinars we do, all the live sessions we do. So if you would like to learn to do it, and if you would like to trade with a group of professional traders trading every single day, taking live trades in the room, then send me a Skype message. This Skype, if you missed it, it's in the description. Better to send a Skype message, not email, not Facebook. Send me a Skype message. I answer you instantly because I get the message if I'm awake. And then we follow up on the message that are stored there, because emails, I'll have to go and look for your emails in the future, in the past. If let's say you lost your code to the room or you lost access to the room, but one guy lost his phone and his computer and everything, and he didn't know how to get back in the room. He didn't have anything. He couldn't even remember what email he used to join us. but his Skype message with me was stored. So when he wrote me, I said, hey, yeah, we have all your Skype messages. This is your Skype name. This is your Skype email that you use. You know, I gave him all the details. He logged on. He said he sent me a message, and we brought him right back into the group. So we keep that stored in Skype for that purpose. In most messages or any other form of communication, you might lose it. So please send me a message, and we will show you how to do it. I'm going to show you one more trade we're in, this one. I'm also in this one. I'll tell you why and how. So you can see the method. This is the low. We're almost at the low. It's going sideways. You can literally see that it's going sideways. But in the sideways move, you have this one sharp impulse up. And then you start to come down like this. So very likely they would make another sharp impulse up like this, drop again, and then go back up. Now you may say, well, how do you know they're going to drop? Because we look at patterns that exist and how they behave. Now, what if I'm wrong and I'm in the buy and it just go up? Well, good for me. I hope I'm wrong, but I most likely 80% of the time we're right about these patterns. You can go look at my past videos and you'll be able to see. Most of the times we get it right. You have a great weekend. Watch this video, share it, send me the Skype message, and I'll see you in the group. Take care. Bye.